right, so we got a new segment coming up on the show that we're going to have some fun with, and this is something that me and Mike have been talking about for a while. It's going to be called Flying Lap, presented to you by Birch Gold Group. Basically, we're going to play some clips of our other Dirty Mo Media podcasts, and we're going to react to them. So, Alex,
yes,
you've got a couple here today. Let's go.
Yes, I do. Both Denny and DBC wanted to comment on Brad Keselowski's Another Red Flag donut.
Let's see what penalty. So we're both getting Denny and DBC's reaction to Brad Keselowski doing donuts under the red flag of Saturday night's Daytona race. And let's hear.
Yep, here's Denny.
It's a red flag. Isn't he supposed to be stopped?
That's what I'm wondering. Are you even allowed to?
I didn't think so. You're not supposed to be moving. Which is why they even say they don't even let you catch up to the field. So did they just kind of, hey, he might be on fire, so we're going to let this one go? But certainly by the letter of the law, Keselowski shouldn't have been moving. Even so, what they'll do is even when they throw a red flag, wherever you are, you stop. It's like you ever seen sprint car races, right? Wherever they're at, they're just the red comes out. You hit the brakes and you stop in your position where you're at. So did anyone actually put out the fire, or did it just die?
It just died on its own.
I think he
so many donuts.
Yeah, stop, drop, and roll in
Talladega Nights,
effectively.
All right. Well, it was a winning move.
All right, and here is DBC.
You were inadvertently working on your car under red by moving it.
Well, TJ never worked on a car, but yes.
I actually have worked on a car a lot. But
to put the fire out, you were moving.
Yeah, but let me ask you
under red
this.
flag, are you allowed to move, Chris Rice?
No, you're not. So my point being was right here is exactly what you're saying, right? You're not supposed to move. You can't drive to pit road. They hold you a lap. So when he was literally getting a competitive advantage, that's where it should have come out, right? So it should have burned the spark plug wires up. That's not. It should be sitting still. Red flag, you can't work on them. Brad was working on his car.
Absolutely.
That's where I was like, what is going on? We thought he was trying to be funny. Being funny would have still been to the tail of the field, whatever they do for the red flag, whatever you get caught for if you're working on your car.
All
right. So my reaction is this: I hear their points. They have valid points, but I don't care. It is not exactly entirely true that you are supposed to remain stopped under a red flag. During red flags, particularly at tracks where we use a lot of braking, we will fire our engines up and roll forward so that the brake pad and the rotor aren't sitting in the same spot all the time, so the brake rotor you can roll the rotor forward and get it, allow it to cool in that area, and then the brake pad temperature will be in a new area of the rotor, and as we're sitting on the red, we move our cars forward, back, over and over, right? Are they to outlaw that now? Is that okay? But this is not. Where is the line? There's really no line. Of course, they don't want you driving to pit road and fueling your car or getting out, which is Sterling Marlin did, and pulling on the fender. But Brad was on fire, right? If Brad's on fire, we've seen how these cars can the intensity of those fires can grow, right? Is Brad just to sit still and allow the fire to happen? No. So he's going to do these donuts to get a little air moving through the rocker box or whatever's going on to try to get the fire to go out, and he did. So yeah, we'll crank our engines and cycle the water in those to get them to cool down. We will crank the car and put it in gear and roll forward so that the rotors don't cook on one particular part. And the other thing too, this was a situation where all the teams were trying to do everything they could to save fuel and manage gas and try to stay on pit road as minimal amount as possible at the last stop to be able to take as little amount of fuel as possible. Well, he was giving everybody a competitive advantage there by burning fuel, running in circles, right? He's cranked his car up and he's driving around in circles. If NASCAR had reacted in the moment and said he needs to go to the rear, I would have been fine with that too. I would have not had a problem if they had reacted in the moment and said, we're glad the fire's out, Brad. That was probably a good thing to do because you get to continue to race, but you're going to have to drop to the back. I'd have been fine with that. But they didn't react, And so all of the conversation afterwards or debate about it being wrong or this should happen, that should happen, I don't care about it. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
What do you think, Mike?
I guess, I mean, you've said your answer, so I'm assuming that even the fact that Brad pushed the winner of the race to the win and therefore finished second himself doesn't change your opinion at all, huh?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that I can assume based off of your position on it. I guess that's where when you say they have valid points, that's one of the factors that makes it valid.
So that to me, that's such flawed logic. If those guys, right, would have never cared if he ran 15th. Racing season is well underway, and it's time to go full throttle. Feel the excitement of every lap like never before with DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and they'll get $150 in bonus bets instantly, no matter what goes down on the track. While we can't personally gamble on the race, the Dirty Mo Doe crew loves to bet on the matchups, and DraftKings offers a lot of them. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now with the code DJD. New customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. That's code DJD, only on DraftKings Sportsbook.
I don't think I could say that they wouldn't care.
Well,
I think they would care. I just don't know that it would be a topic. It wouldn't land in the show sheets and the topics of conversation. It wouldn't be in the front of everybody's head if he finished 15th, because how could it, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think that means they don't care.
I mean, would it have mattered and made these shows if he would have ran 15th?
No, but
he ran second, so it matters.
No, I don't think that whether it matters on whether somebody can work on their car under red flag and whether it would make a podcast on Dirty Mo Media are the same thing. Yeah. I don't think those are mutually exclusive topics. I do think it matters. I think it matters for drivers, especially if you're Denny Hamlin or if you're Chris Rice, on what you can do moving forward. Yeah. What if when his car is on fire, can he do donuts until it's out? Yeah. And I think that goes back to just everybody being aware of what the rules are.
I think what the rule will, I think NASCAR will tell you, so they don't need to worry. All right. Denny and Doorbell Clear, they ain't got to worry. NASCAR is going to let them know how they feel about the circles. But if their car catches on fire, their ass is going to do something to not be on fire. I will promise you that. They'll drive in circles or whatever they need to do, illegal or not. They're going to do whatever they can to avoid the car burning down.
Right.
That's just
what Brad was doing.
Logic. And so for anybody to be like, if NASCAR could have reacted, that would have been fine, wouldn't have bothered me, but they didn't react, and nothing happened, nothing. So, and you can't change it. You can't go back and change it. And NASCAR's damn sure going to tell you what the deal is going forward, what they expect, and maybe they'll tell us next time you're going to the back, next time you got a drive through, whatever, right? Or we don't care. If your car catches on fire, put it out. Who knows what they'll say, but I'm sure they'll address it. But I don't have a problem with it. I never walked out of there going, that was wrong. I mean, we saw it, but we didn't know exactly what was going on. And when we learned what happened, we're like, oh, okay, that was pretty damn smart.
Yeah. Well, look, hey, I do agree with you on that point that if it's on fire, you do something to put it out and don't even care about what the rules are.
Right.
I'm with you on that.
All right.